And welcome back. Wow, Venezuelans have resorted to new low after near total currency collapse. And we have to look no further for the prime example of a socialist society, certain inevitable collapse. And Venezuela actually used to be one of the richest countries in South America, and look how quickly it has fallen. Venezuelan protesters are now tossing poop bombs at police after the local currency has lost 99.5% of its value. Wow. From Zero Hedge, President Nicolas Maduro has overseen a unprecedented depreciation in his country's currency since taking office, with the bolivar now down 99.5% to $5,100 per dollar in the black market that everyday Venezuelans use. As Bloomberg reports, the sharp decline has wiped out savings and made buying imported goods all but impossible, helping fuel the anger directed at the government in street protests and that have turned deadly in recent weeks. What are they going on, a month now? Rioting for a month straight? While Maduro has raised the minimum wage almost 20 times during his tenure, it's still the equivalent of just $40 a month. See, we see a perfect example on how raising the minimum wage like Bernie Sanders would push out there will not actually solve the problem, because the price it just switches, so the consumers all have to pay more because they're getting charged more. So not a solution. So with the bolivar having lost 99.5% of its value in the last few years, a shortage of resources, and the ferocity displayed by security forces, as with breaking up increasingly desperate demonstrations, have forced protesters to come up with creative new forms of self-defense. As El País reports, devices have been dubbed Pupatov cocktails on social media, and they are becoming the trending weapon at anti-government protests in Venezuela. That is pronounced Puputav. And as the name indicates, they are nothing more and nothing less than bombs with feces, and that's disgusting. Opposition supporters use giant slingshot catapults to throw Puputavs, a bottle filled with feces, during a rally against President Nicolas Maduro in Caracas. Yeah, well, I suppose that speaks volumes for how you feel about somebody. Here's what I just let go this morning. This low-tech weapon is now being used by protesters facing riot officers from the National Guard and Bolivarian National Police on the streets of a country in the grip of social, political, and economic upheaval. The next protest is scheduled for Wednesday, and posters are calling La Marche de la Mierda, literally the shit march. The first recorded use of excrement bombs was last weekend at a skirmish in Los Teques, the capital of Miranda State, just a few kilometers out of Caracas. According to an account that soon went viral, around a dozen National Guard officers were pelted with excrement. Before moving out again, several members of this militarized police force were allegedly so disgusted that they vomited. Yeah, well, no kidding. It's a good way to get disease. Whether accurate or not, the story served to fuel interest in Puputav cocktails, with many online users exchanging recipes for preparing them. Although it takes little more than water, human waste, and a glass container, messages containing precise step-by-step instructions are available on WhatsApp. That is disgusting. But we see what a socialist society breeds. Look what they've gone down to. What's next? Cannibalism, I suppose? Report: Colbert took orders from Clinton. Well, we see that now, that no one actually listens to any of the Democrat politicians. In fact, they don't want to hear them at all. So now they have all the late night show talk hosts going completely political, and are like gestures from the 1500s, you know, the clowns that entertain the public, attacking Trump. So those are their new attack dogs, but this is not surprising. From Bill Still, According to WikiLeaks, Stephen Colbert was a major avenue for Clinton propaganda aimed at millennials as Hillary was preparing for her 2016 presidential run. This guy has a great channel. Let's take a look.
This report is sponsored by Life Change Tea, the gentle but effective way to clean your digestive system and keep it clean. Life Change Tea for life. Good evening. I'm still reporting on the Clintons. According to WikiLeaks, Stephen Colbert was a major avenue for Clinton propaganda aimed at millennials as Hillary was preparing for her 2016 presidential run. WikiLeaks revealed on Tuesday that Colbert and his team of writers were making episodes at the request of the Clinton Global Initiative back in April 2013. WikiLeaks revealed that Craig Minassian of the CGI Group emailed John Podesta, the future manager of the Clinton 2016 campaign, asking him to view 2 special episodes of the Colbert Report, the genesis of which came from the CGI Group. The released email reads, "I hope you got a chance to see the Colbert Report's 2 special episodes I had them do about CGIU that we taped in St. Louis this weekend. This is the link to last night's with a sketch about commitments and the monologue of WJC Bill Clinton interview aired Monday. Hope you enjoy and looking forward to your feedback. Next will be your Colbert appearance." I'm still reporting from Washington. Good day.
I remember I was watching him right before the election, well, probably a few months prior, and he was going over how the polls were fake and this and that. A great channel though, the Bill Still Report. This tweet by Michael Moore didn't age well. Yeah, neither does he. Look at that guy. Comey is Trump's homie. Hashtag Trumpland. Yeah, this guy really is a piece of work, isn't he? He's the one that would advise us that guns are bad, yet walks around with armed guards. Hypocrite.